Hey, everyone. Welcome to episode 16 of the Game and Now. Hot off the Nintendo Switch 2 reveal. Um, we're going to get you started off with some interesting things, and some familiar faces. Caroline, how you doing today?
Good. Not enjoying this really cold Thursday night, though. It's been cold all week. It's going to be colder next week, and not looking forward to that.
I agree. Totally agree. BJ, what about you, man? How you feeling?
I'm feeling good, man. Feeling good, Can't think about this big game we got coming up on Saturday, man.
My next comment was gonna say, stand up so Caroline can see that jersey. Stand up. Make sure you.
I am not
You know,
anti-Lions.
Sorry,
I will be wearing a Lions shirt on
yeah.
Saturday, first of all. Second of all, every time
Oh,
I've worn
okay.
this Lions shirt, they lose. So I don't
well,
know.
then don't
Hold
wear
on,
it.
hold
What
on,
I,
hold
the?
I probably shouldn't wear it, but I was supposed to support because we're really watching the games. I'm like, I don't know. I probably shouldn't wear it, but then I'm supposed to be wearing Lions stuff. I'm like, I don't. I only have one Lions shirt.
Okay,
on. Man, put it
okay.
on.
We are
Mhm.
coming. It is Thursday, January 16th, 2025. I just wanted to get the date for that. And we're coming at you with some an exciting show. Just three of us today. Got a couple faces that's not here, but that's all right. We're gonna still give you the same energy that we always do. Right here from the city. So the Switch 2 dropped. It's been leaked, and people have been talking about it all week. The trailer dropped for the Switch 2. Um, I guess we could play the trailer here a little bit, but I want to get just initial thoughts, and then I'm going to go through and ask some specific questions. But just initial thoughts for you, Caroline. What did you think of it?
So I thought it looked really sleek. I mean, the Switch one, I don't know if I was a fan of like the multicolored controllers. So I actually like that it's just kind of like one color, just because it's to me it looks classy.
Uh huh.
Um, um, Other than that, I mean, like it looks promising. I like that there's instead of like the clicking mechanism, it's just like a magnetic mechanism. So, but kind of like we were talking about before, I'm more interested in the games that are going to be coming out for it, which I don't know if that got released. I tried to do some more digging and I couldn't find anything. So it's a vast improvement. I like that what's it called? The little stand.
Yeah.
I know we talked about that in the last podcast where like the stand broke. So
Yeah.
and like it looks like they're revamping the Joy Cons. I know one of the things I talked about was I just they always broke. So it looks like it's been reinforced, and I think that was the biggest complaint that many of the consumers of the Switch One probably complained about. So we'll see. But like I said, I think it all really depends on the games for me.
Okay. BJ, initial thoughts before we dive deep into it.
Um, I think it looks all right. I don't know what I was expecting, but I think it looks all right. No matter what I say, I'm going to get one. But
Mm-hmm.
there's a couple things. The first thing that came to my mind is, man, that stand, it still looks kind of flimsy. I don't know.
It does.
Like, they
But
did, because I know we said last time, go across the whole bottom. I don't. It still just looks skinny and thin. I don't know if I trust it. Um.
it's an improvement.
Yeah. And then they tried to show it like bending down, so maybe it's like, I don't know. Maybe it's sturdier than what it looks like. Um. I do like the Joy Cons, but I wonder with the little things they got. I have to see it. I have to see it, what it actually looks like. But
they
I think
have
it looks all right.
they I don't know if you guys did a little digging, but I went on the actual Nintendo website and they have tickets if you guys want to go to New York or I think it was like Dallas and LA
LA.
where
Yep.
they can showcase it. So was one of them Dallas? I forgot.
Well, no, I don't know if it was Dallas
I
or it
know they
was
had like
Texas,
New
so
York
probably
and
Dallas.
Texas,
Paris
yeah.
and
Tell
all
dealer to
other
go.
countries and junk is what I was hearing.
Tell dealer
Um,
to go.
my initial thoughts are kind of just echoing what you guys said. Just kind of looks similar to the Switch One. I like that they are trying to get some improvements, but as far as just looks and design, it looks like the Switch One. Caroline, I differ from you just a little bit. I guess we'll get into that later, but I like that I like customization. I think I told you guys that. So to be able to change the color of the Joy-Con and things like that, I thought that was cool at least. Instead of everybody having the same black Switch or the same white PS5 or black Xbox One, I like when you can change it up. People put the little skins on it. So but it don't make no difference either way. They don't have no difference when you play the game. So yeah, just it looks like more of the same, which could be good. The Switch is the second highest selling console ever. So right behind the PS2, I believe. So it could,
Oh,
yeah, it's the second highest console highest selling console ever, right behind the PS2. I'm pretty sure. So I know it's second. I don't know what console is behind, but I think it's the PS2. So my next question would be: we're gonna start off. We're gonna go to each step individually. How do you guys? And I'm gonna kick it off with BJ first. How you feel about the size? It looks like the screen got a little bit bigger, but the overall design. How do you feel about that?
I like that it's bigger. I like the bigger screen. It just leads to just better overall visuals for me anyway. Um, as far as dang, I just freaking lost my train of thought. My bad.
It's
But
all good.
yeah, I said the bigger screen is good. What was the other thing you said? My bad.
I said just the overall design of it. Like, what do you think of just the
Yeah, I'm
overall
with.
design?
Yeah, I had it in my head. I lost my bad. I'm with you that I don't like that now. It's kind of a. They did kind of say, oh, it's got like a touch of color with the little red and blue on the inside of the joysticks, and then also on the inside of the actual where it connects at. But I don't like the like. Oh, we're just gonna go all black with it. Um, I like to be able to customize as well. Like we could all pop our switches up, right, and it'll have like we'll all probably have a different color combination.
Oh yeah.
So I don't think I like that they're trying to like just standardize it. Maybe they will come out with different colors. So let me not
And
speak too soon.
that picture I have up, that's the Switch One next to the Switch Two. So that's the size difference.
Yeah. No, I like that. It's kind of like with the 3DS. I always like the XL version better. It's
Mm-hmm.
like a little bigger. It just felt I just liked it better. So
Caroline, overall design, what do you think of it?
I think it is definitely an improvement. Kind of like BJ was saying, I like that it's a bigger screen, which means at least like I'm hoping it's better graphics. Again, just more reason to get one. Um, I'm curious what the price point will be. I'm hoping it's comparable. But
Mm-hmm.
with all those upgrades, with the magnets, you know, is it gonna be how much is the Switch right now? Like 350, something like that.
I don't know. I don't think it's
Yeah, I don't think it's that much. I
I
thought it was 299.
think it's like 299. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So if it's kind of like if it's in that price point, then it's that much more appealing to get. So, like I said before, I mean, yeah, everybody, I'm all for the customization, but I do like the sleek, simple look. Me personally,
Mm-hmm.
so to me that's an improvement. But and then just because I'm an engineer, it's like I always think about like how is it robust. So maybe the stand might not be robust. I don't know. Maybe it is. Like it looks like it's an improvement. So overall, I think it looks good. I think it looks good.
I ain't gonna lie, I thought that stand was gonna pop when they were showing the thing.
Maybe it's supposed to be flimsy.
That's why they tried to show you. They know. They know. That's why they showing
Uh-huh.
you like, yeah, you could bend it
Well,
all the way back like this, and it'll just pop right back up. Like, all right,
but when it
we'll
comes to
see.
like stuff like this though, like Nintendo has like they're very thorough on that. It's really well thought out. Like I'm sure there were people that in like Nintendo that were like, "Hey, that looks like it's flimsy. How do we make sure that it's actually not flimsy?" So um,
Yeah, it's
I'm,
gonna come
I'm I'm
down
willing to
to
give them the benefit of doubt, right?
yeah.
Okay.
You got
Yeah,
to get
yeah,
my
yeah.
hands on it.
Yeah. Yes,
Um,
exactly.
I like the bigger screen now. There, I was going to throw in at CES when we talked about CES last week. Sometimes companies do go a little far. There was one company that had, don't quote me, but I know it's like 11 inch. It was like an 11-inch tablet or something like that. It was just too big. Like it was like the size of a monitor, but it was supposed to be a tablet. Like it was humongous. Like I don't think, I'm not saying the Switch 2 is doing that, but I said we're gonna get to a point where no return, where some people just, it's supposed to be something that's handheld and then it's like this giant screen. But I digress. But the Switch, I like the overall design. We're gonna get to that in a second. I just think it wasn't nothing that just popped out. I guess that's a good thing. Maybe they didn't want to make the mistake they did with the Wii U and come out with something that didn't go well. You know, they went from the Switch, I mean the Wii to the Wii U, and then that just bombed. So maybe that's why they're sticking with the design. I hope the Joy Cons, as Caroline said, they if you watched on the video, they kept letting the Joy Cons spin and spin and spin, probably to tell us like this isn't an issue anymore. I mean,
Right.
I hope not, because I was pretty pissed off to have to send it. I had to send my Joy Cons into them to fix, so I didn't just go buy another one. I sent some in, and I brought another one. But that was pretty ticked off doing that. The size, the screen's good. I don't know, it's just I don't really have much to say about that part. It's just the same old Switch. I hate saying it that way, but it looks like it's some updated. But just from the outside looking in, it looks similar to what it was before.
And why fix something that's not broke?
Yeah,
Except
yeah,
the broken part, right?
yeah.
Yeah, hopefully,
I mean, go ahead.
I don't say hopefully it's just like the middleman. They got something else even bigger somewhere in the works that we don't know about yet. And
Right.
this is just to hold us over.
I mean, at the same time, Caroline, you could say that about it. Well, fix a Mustang design that's not fixed, or
That's
why fix
fair.
this, and or a recipe, even food. Some people mess up recipes. It's like, why you even change it, man? Why you
That's
even
fair.
do that? You know.
Try to improve it.
Uh-huh. So the name, that was a big point of conversation. I've been on this all day, all week since that it was dropped a couple of days ago. That was supposed to drop today. So how do you guys feel about the name Switch 2? It's not, we thought about Super Switch, Super Nintendo Switch, the upgraded Switch. I don't know. There was a ton of names. Like what Caroline, how do you feel about the name, the simple name?
I wish they called it the Super Nintendo Switch, and so I hope Nintendo's listening to us right now. Please rename it the Super Nintendo Switch. I think it's catchier.
Yes.
Like Switch just sounds boring.
Yeah.
No.
I like that. That's what I'm leaning. I'm like, man, that would have been just a hit right there, just the Super
Right.
Nintendo Switch. Like, but whatever. BJ, what you
Yeah.
think, man?
I mean, I ain't gonna lie, I would also like that name, but I'm all right with them just calling it Switch 2, especially what it is after we saw it. It's not really nothing all that I mean, it doesn't look all that spectacular. It's just got some upgrade. It's got like the perfected like version of the Switch, right? After they got all the feedback from people that have been playing them, and
So you
so
saying
I'm
so
alright
you
with that.
saying this you saying it's like when the Saiyans go Super Saiyans, they go to the next
Yeah,
level.
exactly.
Yeah, no, that would have definitely been a good name. Like if they named it that, that I could rock with that too. But I get it. They're like, hey, like I said, this is just like the 1.5. Like this is the middleman, man. They got something else.
I think so
Ooh,
too. I think
okay.
they're again. They always try to be innovative. I think this is like, hey, this is a nice in between, kind of like Echoes of Wisdom and Zelda, and like they're making a bigger Zelda game, and the Echoes of Wisdom, the one I just played.
Hmm.
Like I think that's just a nice filler to like
Hmm.
keep it
They keeping
keep
it
people interested, right?
Okay.
absolutely. They keeping it in their pocket for when they drop the real thing.
So
Hmm.
y'all think this is just a innovation of point 0.5 after 8 years or however long it's been? I mean, it's been a long time, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I'm just being optimistic. Like I'm
Okay.
hoping that's what this is. Like I'm hoping that like yeah, this is what you're gonna have for the next 10 years again. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't think.
You
But then
hoping it's
again, I
not
guess
that?
or are they just now conforming and now they're just gonna be like Xbox and Sony and just drop the slightly upgraded versions every few years instead of actually doing something different.
Because
I
y'all
don't
y'all
see. I don't
both
think that they would do that.
y'all both leading into the next topic I got wrote down is innovation. Caroline said something. You seem kind of disappointed. You said you think you want something else. So y'all feel like it's not innovative enough.
I don't. If it's the
I don't
same,
either.
it's the same console. I'm wondering like what's gonna be the difference with the games. Like like what is it? Just I don't know. Like it's super early. It's super early, but is it just the games are gonna have like better graphical capability? Like there's nothing as far as I could tell that's any different. Like it's gonna, you know, the Switch Pro. They could have called it that.
They already got us. Oh no, they got the OLED Switch,
The
right?
light. Yeah,
OLED, yeah.
yeah, I guess that too. That's an even better point.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't know.
Carolina Innovation.
I mean, I just think for me, Nintendo, that's what differentiated Nintendo from like your Xbox, from your PC gaming, from your PlayStation. It's because they were innovative. It's because they always come up with they're the risk takers, like, a lot of their consoles have been either big hits or big misses. And to me, I'm like, I'm not saying this isn't gonna flop or anything, but to me, it's a little bit disappointing because like this is not what I expected from Nintendo. So that's why I don't think this is what Nintendo. I don't think Nintendo's expecting to sell like like break records or whatever. Um, the Switch was definitely one of those innovations. I don't know, like it's like I expect Nintendo to be innovative. I don't expect PlayStation because I guess like what else would they have, like because if it didn't have that innovation, like is it graphics, the games, like they have exclusive games, sure, but then like PlayStation, I think PlayStation and Xbox kind of beat them in PC gamers just because you'll have better graphics, like you'll have bigger screens, you'll have like you'll have all these other options in terms of gaming, like versus like Nintendo has it's like its niche. So I don't know. Like I just think I think they could have done better in terms of the innovation part. Like the improvement part's great. Like they nailed it, right? At least like that's the expectations that they nailed the improvements. But I was definitely expecting something more innovative than this. But we'll
Do
see.
y'all
Maybe there's something.
do y'all think they I know I glossed over it a little bit earlier, but with the Wii U and that had as unsuccessful as it is, do y'all think y'all they just playing it safe this time? Like, all right, we just gonna go with a simple name, switch to the Switch 2, no nonsense. Let's play it safe. Second highest console selling console ever. Let's just play it safe. What do y'all think about that statement?
I think
I
they're playing
think,
it safe.
yeah, I mean, they're definitely playing it safe for sure. I think this is kind of like, this is the Switch's Wii U, right? Well, I mean, the Wii U did add the screen, but other than that, it wasn't really that much different, right? I don't know what the heck's
Did you
going
guys
on.
have a Wii U? I didn't even like. At that time of my life, I was just out of gaming for a little bit,
I never
and it
owned a
was
Wii U.
yeah. It's the one with we had the screen in
Yeah.
your hand, and then you also had the TV, and you were like, okay,
Yeah, that's the only Nintendo console I've never owned was that. Those, and I don't even know. I can't tell you why I didn't own it. Um, because usually I was running out. Maybe I was struggling. It was a struggle point in my life. I know Michaela had just been born around that time, so I don't know. I don't know why I didn't get it, but it didn't seem like once I didn't get it, I wasn't getting it. It wasn't appealing enough for me to get it. So
yeah. I
yes,
don't
and
even know much about it, to be
I was
honest.
gonna say I really didn't play it either.
Yeah.
So I I barely played it. Yeah. Okay, that's interesting. This list might be old because I was pretty sure I was right on that, but this list might be old. But PlayStation 2 sold 160 million units, DS 154.2, and the Nintendo Switch 150. Oh, sorry, 146.4. So those are the console sales with everything, and then the Game Boy and Game Boy Color. Um, so those are the so 146.4 is the Switch's numbers right now. So maybe they just said we're gonna go safe. Let me go down and look at the Wii U actually. The Wii U is they sold 13.56 million, which is nothing compared to oh my god, the Wii.
166.
It's the Wii U is so low on this thing. Is it? Oh wow, wow. Jeez, yeah, this yeah, the Wii U, yeah, yeah, okay.
Did you find it
Yeah.
interesting though that it's like the handheld, with the exception of the PS2, it's like the handheld consoles have sold the most. And I know we're talking about the handheld console war and how we won. Like next gen, is
Yeah.
it going to be handheld? I just thought it was really interesting that the handhelds are the top five.
I think some people don't have the big TV. Some people don't. I've got some friends who don't have TVs at all. So
Mhm.
and then like you said, you travel, so just the portable aspect, and not just thinking in America, but everywhere. Just being able to take it to work, take it to family's house. It's
Mhm.
Christmas time. You don't want to deal with these people, so you're gonna game a
That's a
little
fact,
bit.
man.
So I was gonna say, that's real. That's real life when you don't want to deal with all these people you're around. So, because out of the top 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, the Game Boy Advance is up there. The PlayStation Portable is 11. The Nintendo 3DS is 12. So handheld
Yeah.
stuff is, you know, um, so we talked about that. We talked about that. What do you guys think about the new dock? Because the dock the last time was a big topic between all first Switch owners, original Switch owners, myself included. Because I usually don't play in handheld mode. I play in docked mode, traditional console wise. So what do you guys think about the new dock? I'm hoping it has an Ethernet port. That would be great.
Can you show
Um,
it again? Are you showing it?
yeah, I'm showing it. What do you guys think? Does it look any
It ain't
different? I
showing
know it looks
much.
a little big. Yeah, right. It looks a little bigger, but do you think they added some enhancements to the dock?
I hope so.
I mean, the design looks better. The design looks better. I mean, we'd have to see what kind of ports they got in the back of
Yeah.
it. They didn't
Uh-huh.
want to show it. I guess they're waiting for the. And then they said we're not getting that till like April.
April 2nd, man. Like, come on, man.
April
Yeah, I
2nd
mean,
is
I
just
guess
another reveal, right? It's
they're
not like
probably
that's
so
not when they're
tired of
releasing
people
it.
April 2nd is
leaking.
the deep dive.
Okay, deep dive. Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Like people keep on leaking it. Let's just drop something so people could stop doing that. Because that obviously them leaks were accurate. I mean, it looked exactly like what, what they were
Hmm.
showing. So when they saw that, they were probably like, man, let's just give them something so they can stop trying to dig into dig
Right,
into our
right.
stuff.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, I
I
mean,
don't
it was
know.
to say. I mean, I hope it has I hope it's in the a traditional console wise. Like I told you, BJ, I got into online gaming early, early when it first started. So I had the GameCube with the Ethernet port to play Fantasy Star Online. Like if the GameCube had the port, the Switch, however many years later, should have a port to plug in because the Switch's Wi-Fi is kind of, I
It's
don't know.
janky.
Yeah,
Yeah.
real janky.
I mean, man, as a PC and been on Ethernet for years now, maybe I'm just biased, but just Wi-Fi is just not. And I don't care if it's on a computer or on a console.
I
I'm
mean,
not a fan
sometimes you
of
don't
it.
got a
It's not.
choice.
Yeah, I mean, it's convenient. Don't get me wrong, but if given a choice, I will plug in every time.
Because I mean, we got Wi-Fi on our phones. That's how I get around every day. Some stuff you
Yeah,
gotta use it. It is what it is. Like I'm plugged up to the Ethernet, so that's my choice. But yeah, I don't know. I just hope the doc has some, and I hope there's some graphical improvements as well, which we'll talk about in a second. Um, Price. What do you from the looks of it? You guys see it. You know how it looks. What do you guys think? What do you guys think in price? I done heard some stuff today when I was watching some stuff. Some outrageous prices. 500, 600. Those are
Mhm.
outrageous to me. But I mean, they talked about how prices are going up, the tariffs that we're about to experience, all that
oh
stuff
yeah.
in the real world. So Caroline, pop off on price. What do you think?
Man, I hope it's not 500 because is that how much the PlayStation costs? Like 500, 600?
Yes.
Yeah. I was thinking like under 400. Like again with tariffs and all that. Okay, I think 400 is reasonable, especially again with all the upgrades. If the Switch is around 300, I mean, I would like 350 to be honest,
That's
but
what I'm thinking. 350. I'm hoping, I guess 350.
right. But I think 400 is also reasonable too. Again, with prices and stuff like that. But again, assuming that the upgrades are what they say they are, we won't really know until that deep dive, right? So
Exactly. BJ, what you think, man?
Yeah, I'm not paying more than 400. Like I want to get it, but if it's 500, I see no reason not to just keep playing my Switch that I got sitting right here. That's why a little off topic, but it's just the more I've been thinking about it since we've been doing this, I just kind of feel I'm a little souring a little bit because it's like it's not. I mean, we gotta wait. It don't seem like it's that much upgrade, for you to now force me to have to buy it to play your future games because they
Right.
only gonna play on the Switch 2 and not on the Switch, right? So I don't
Mhm.
know. I hope it's not more than 400. I really
All right.
like. I don't think I could justify it.
I pulled up a document because I'm trying to get a little um background. So the NES was 180 at launch. Inflation now would be 428, but 180. Just talking about their launch prices. The
Mhm.
SNES was 199 because I'm trying to see if they ever got up to 400. I've had every Nintendo except the Wii U. I don't think I played that much. I paid that much. Excuse me. What's that? That's the PlayStation. I don't want the
199.
PlayStation.
So what would inflation be for this Super
For
Nintendo?
which one of that? Super Nintendo,
Yeah,
414.
414.
400,
Okay.
yeah, 414. The 64 200, 329 for inflation. The GameCube, my favorite console from the Nintendo, 200 again, and 290 for inflation.
Oh, well, it's gotten cheaper.
Uh-huh. And the Wii 250, 320 for inflation. And the console that no one talks about, the Wii U 300, that probably was where they messed up right there. Because everything else was 200, 250. The
Right.
Wii U was 300, and for inflation, it would be 336. And the Switch was 300. So 350, I like that. 350. Uh, I don't know. Like I'm with BJ. If it start getting up there,
Yeah.
three to be honest, 350 for me is cutting it for that for Nintendo. 350, I'm like, and I love Nintendo. Really, they my favorite out of all three. They my favorite. But I don't know. You start getting three. You start talking about 400, and then is it like traditional where it come with a game like most systems used to? It probably ain't coming with a game. And do I need to buy extra set of Joy Cons and a charger and all this stuff? Then
Well,
it's
you know
like,
that.
yeah, I know. See,
You know
like,
that.
and then this
Yeah,
new,
I wonder if probably can't because you ain't gonna be able to slot them in there. You ain't gonna be able to use the old Joy
hmm
Cons.
that's what
But
everyone's been talking about today. Are you gonna be able to use
no, I
them?
don't think so
Yeah,
at all. It's
The old
but
completely
what?
different like slot. How you gonna plug it in there, right?
yeah,
Oh, the controllers. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I
unless
wonder,
you
can
got
you
like a
use them
Bluetooth or something.
wirelessly though
Yeah,
to just play? Yeah, you know.
that would be nice if they let you do that.
that would be really nice.
I do feel like Nintendo they usually do us pretty good with price. Like I can't ever remember a time where they was like, okay, this is just outrageous, right?
Yeah, I think it's
But
gonna be at 350. I think 350. I think is the most reasonable. I wouldn't be surprised if it's 400, but probably like to your point, like I probably wouldn't buy it at 400. I'd probably buy it at 350. And that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you got to take into account the tax too. That's going through that 350 going to end up being close to 400. So,
Right.
uh, all right, games. Go
Sorry,
ahead,
sorry. One
Caroline.
more, one more thought. Yeah, I think in order for Nintendo to keep being competitive, they have to keep the price down. So that's why
Hmm.
another reason why I think it's gonna be down. Because again, it's like the other systems have other things to offer. Like Nintendo's got this niche, and part of that niche is like because they kept their prices down.
Yeah. And I mean, people gonna love you till they don't. I mean, they gonna love you. You keep you got Mario, you got Samus, you got these, and then it's like, but now you want to charge 500 when I can go get this thing over here. It's like, I don't know about that. So games. What I know we talked about this in past episodes. Um, it looks like we know one launch game, one of my favorite games. Actually, let me pull it back up, man. Already they got me smiling right now. Let me pull this game back up real quick. Let me pull this up real quick. So I want to show y'all the little screenshot everybody been talking about. But what do you guys think that there will be another? I feel like Mario Kart's a launch game that's kind of telling us right now by what they showed today. But my question to you after I show y'all is, do you guys feel like there's going to be another launch game? Something that the people were pointing out is this screen right here where you see what is it, 6 or 6, 12, 18,
24.
24 slots. I mean, they speaking my name. I know I love the multiplayer. They are speaking my name right there. That would just be crazy. 24 slots, 24 racers. So this looking like this is Mario Kart 9 or just whatever they're gonna call it.
Mhm.
So my question is, how do you guys feel about Mario Kart being a potential launch game? And do you think something else would drop with it? Because it's been like 8 years since Mario Odyssey as well.
I mean, I think it's a good choice. It's about time. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's well past about time, so I think it was a good choice. And like I said, it kind of kills me because it's like you want the new Mario Kart everybody been waiting 10 plus years for. Well, now you also got to buy this whole new console that is just slightly upgraded to play it. But I do think that that's a good choice because I mean, like you said, even Mario Kart 8 still selling. Mario Kart gonna always sell, whether you're a gamer, whether you're a casual. People that don't know nothing about games will make a post on
Yeah,
social media about how they'll beat you in Mario Kart. I see that kind of post all the time from people that I know don't even touch any games.
good luck,
So
man.
I do hope they do drop another Mario game with it though too, if that's what you're hinting at. I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like,
That's what
are
the
they?
rumors are saying.
Not the
Um,
rumors are saying, but they just saying that it's been long since we've seen Mario Odyssey. Like, it feel like a 3D Mario should be coming right now.
yeah, I mean they did Zelda last time, so it might make sense to do Mario this time. I mean that's the big two.
Hmm.
So I mean, but they got Mario Kart, so we'll see.
And I believe this is the 40th anniversary of Mario. Don't quote me on it, but I'm pretty sure it's the 40th anniversary of Mario.
It's
Okay.
even more incentive to actually
Hmm.
release more Mario games. Maybe even like another Luigi's Mansion. I don't know. But to you guys' point, like they're definitely due for a Mario Kart game. They're definitely due for like another Mario 3D game. So I
Hmm.
wouldn't be surprised if those were the first two. I wouldn't even be surprised if it comes in a bundle because then they'll probably sell even more units if it came with a bundle. It's probably going to be really hard to get, but you know. Um, Obviously, like my thing was like I keep talking about Metroid. I actually hope it doesn't come as like one of the launch games because that means that I can't play it on my Switch, like on Switch One. So which means I have to get the Switch 2 in order for me to play
See,
it.
see,
I know.
and they're
So
gonna drop.
Yeah, I heard some
but
people talking about that today. It's like, was Metroid gonna be a Switch 2 game? And
right.
some people was like, they hope not because they just want to play it on the Switch, so they don't
Yep.
have, So, yeah.
Yep.
How do you guys feel about that? They had Mario Kart Double Dash where you had two cars, and then this Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or 8, whatever you want to call it, where you could float with the cars and you could spin around. They always talking about adding quirks, and Nintendo has said a couple of years ago that this one was gonna have a new wacky thing with it. Is the 24 players wacky enough, or is that I don't feel like this plan is safe, but I'm gonna ask the question: is the 24 players wacky enough, or would you be looking for something else in Mario Kart?
24 is wild already as it is.
Yeah, they're gonna go from 12 to
Yeah,
24.
that track gonna be so crowded. That's what I'm thinking about. You're gonna be
Too many. There's
bumping.
gonna be like five blue shells
Yep.
hitting you.
Like crazy. Um, they've never really. I mean, I don't know. I don't think they're gonna do too much different with this. I mean, I don't know what. Well, I don't know what they could do. So I could be very wrong. But I mean, they only showed a very small amount. It looks pretty standard, right? I didn't even realize if it's Mario Kart. I'm like, is this Mario Kart 9 or is this still Mario Kart 8? I wasn't sure. But
Yeah.
but they did Double Dash and then they never went back to it. And that's like
Yeah.
some people consider that to be like the best Mario Kart
That's
game.
I
People
have fun
love.
with it.
I never understand why people like they have the one good thing and then they never go back to it. I
Yeah.
would love a Double Dash game. And with online stuff too now, that would be great.
I actually
This
was
one,
not a fan of Double Dash.
Okay.
wow,
Why
Yeah.
not?
okay.
I don't know. It just maybe it was too quirky. Maybe I don't know. Like I like the mechanics of Mario Kart 8 better. Maybe that's what it is. I just I didn't like the idea of like switching players. I don't know. It was weird.
Okay. I'm hoping they go back to. I think I talked about this on the past episode, but in the past, when on Double Dash and other games, like the star makes you invincible. In the past, when you used to get the star, you get on the grass, you can just run through stuff. You get on the grass, you still going that same speed. On this Mario Kart that I played a lot, you get on the grass, you're still kind of going. It's slowing you down still. You're going the same speed as the other people, but you're supposed to be invincible. I don't like that. Like I want the items to work how the items are supposed to work. And I'm a big fan of Mario Kart. So I mean, I can't say too much bad. More players, the better. A couple reports I read talking about they could do like a Mario Kart battle royale where each lap you go out. If it's 24 players, each lap somebody gets eliminated who's in last.
That
Oh,
would
that's
be
cool.
dope. If they brought back that battle mode from '64, boy,
Mm-hmm.
with the
Oh,
balloons,
They still
that
got
would
they got
be
that on
dope.
this one.
they got
Oh,
balloons,
they
yeah.
do? I didn't know. Shit. I got it. I barely even played it. But
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't even know that was on there.
That was one of my favorites,
Yeah, that,
actually.
yeah, let me see
What else
that.
did they talk about? The battle. They said it could be. It's kind of like that on Switch now with the maps, but they said it could be a live service game. So you know how your Apexes is, your whatever kind of game you know to be a live service game. But they're thinking it could be something like that. I don't know if that's good or bad. Probably
Did
bad,
you
but
did you guys ever play Diddy Kong Racing on the Nintendo
yeah,
Yes, I
64?
have that
So
game
maybe
actually.
something like that. Did you guys like
yeah,
that? Maybe it'll
I
be
Yeah,
something
did.
like that.
that's a fond
I like
memories
the
of that
different
game.
cart
Yeah,
options. I like that.
yeah. Maybe it'll do that. I don't know.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
that
that
would
would
be
be
nice.
cool.
I want them to bring that back.
Okay. And BJ, I wanted to get to this because this ties into the next topic, but I want to get into this now. Like, I disagree with. I had this conversation with Muhammad earlier. Me and him was arguing a little bit. Like, what other way are they gonna get you to buy the Switch 2 instead of making? I think companies should do that, and I'm the person buying it. But if you want me to go from the Xbox blood ever to the Xbox whatever, make these games that I want to play only on this one. I mean, it only makes sense. Why would I buy no other way? Ain't no, it don't
I
make no
mean,
sense.
exactly though. Exactly. I don't know. At least make it worthwhile is what I'm saying.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
agree with that. You can't throw out no junk now.
And not
I
to
mean,
say this is junk, but I just don't feel like it's gonna be that much different to warrant forcing me to have to buy all new games now.
Yeah.
But then again, are any of the PlayStations really ever that different? So maybe I can't put you get so spoiled by Nintendo doing what they do all the time that when they do
Mm-hmm.
something like this, now you kind of want to. I maybe I shouldn't be like that, but I mean I expect Nintendo to do something different. And I'm really curious to see what the difference in these games are going to be. Like I don't know, like they got to be at least a lot graphically better because
I mean,
Sony
I'm
they at
definitely
least do
that
that.
person. Like, if Metroid comes out on Switch too, because I've been waiting for it for so long, I probably will buy
It's
it.
too. I mean, it don't.
Like, I've
Well, you know
waited
what
for
they're
so
gonna do.
long. I've waited for so long.
You know what they'll do. They'll drop it on the Switch, and then like next year, in a year or so, they'll re-drop it again on the Switch 2.
Okay, yeah.
And I think that's some of their problem now with the PS5 and Xbox Series X is they keep saying these. Usually console prices go down. I don't know if y'all know that
Right.
PS5 and Xbox Series X prices went up. I don't know if you know that. That never those actually went up.
Hmm.
But they're saying these consoles aren't selling how they're supposed to because they putting them on this one, but they putting them on last gen too. So I got the last gen, and you just send out the new game. Why am I gonna go buy the new one? It don't make no sense for me to buy the new one if I can play the same thing. I don't know. That's just how I think of it. It just don't make sense. I might as well just keep. If they release Mario Kart 9 so you can play it on the Switch, then I'm just gonna play it on my Switch.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a delicate balance. Like I think they don't want to like make people who maybe can't afford it right away to just feel alienated in the fact that you just can't play nothing no more now. Like they try to like gradually over time give people time to save up some money or something. Not everybody's buying it on day one,
Yeah,
and people will probably be pissed if they just immediately
if they
cut you
just
off like that. So I kind of get why they do that, but also from a business standpoint, it makes sense to just be like, we're here. If you want to play this, you got to get this.
right. And I'm the
So
customer. I mean, we are the customer, so I'm not pro them. I'm pro us. I guess my question would be, I always think is how much is the right amount of time? Like seven, so they should be supporting 7 years. I feel like 2 or 3 years is a good enough time to say, all right, because sometimes they're going 17 years supporting these other consoles, and it's just like, well, I might as well not upgrade. So
true.
I don't know. I don't know. That's just how I feel about it, but it is what it is. Um, all right. So overall thoughts about the Switch 2. I'm gonna in 3 seconds. I'm gonna say give it a letter grade and see what you guys say. A through whatever. You know the grading system here. So just give me a grade in 3, 2, 1.
B.
B. Yeah. I was
Okay.
thinking B
Maybe
minus.
B
I don't
plus.
know.
I was
I
maybe
didn't
B
want to be too
plus.
harsh. I
For
was
me
thinking
it
B
depends
minus.
on the game. Yeah, it depends on the games. Like we didn't see any like other than Mario Kart. Like we didn't see anything else that you know. I gotta know what the games are.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
it's
got
a
one
little
more for
early.
y'all. What they doing the direct thing on the 2nd of April, dropping period, release date. Can just give me a ballpark. What do you think? Summer, spring, fall? Like what do you think?
For the Switch 2?
Yes, release with like month, day, what
Man,
season?
Well, we know we gotta at least wait till the spring at the most. They say it's coming out this year, so
Some people
you
think it's
know,
gonna be right after that.
well,
that's
it's
kind of
gonna
I
be
kind of get that
summer.
feeling.
I'm thinking summer because that's when the kids are got out of school.
That is true too.
They're gonna want to play over summer, maybe.
I mean, either summer or everybody loves that holiday season
They not.
right
They
before
better not.
Christmas. Well,
You already
yeah.
you already know why they better not. That GTA, hey boy, hey,
Oh yeah.
they,
Well, we don't
Is
even
that
know
when
when
it's
that
coming
boy
out?
dropping yet.
they're talking about it coming out. I'm just saying everyone's kind of trying to. That's another question. That's a question I forgot from last. All right, yeah. So, but they're talking about potentially in the winter. So,
For the GTA.
yeah. I mean, they keep saying this year it might get pushed back. Everyone thinks it's going to be pushed back, but they're talking about later this year because they said 2025 in their thing.
Push back. It's been 20 years. Dang. No.
Why are they pushing it back though? Is it bugs, kinks, whatever it is?
That I
Can't say
haven't
about
read.
that.
I mean, we don't know if I don't know if they're officially pushing it back yet. But a lot of people keep saying they might push it back because we haven't heard anything about it. So, and I got a quick question. This is a little bit off topic, but I have to ask this because I think it's fascinating to me. Should games or movies? I was reading about games. Like I think it was Assassin's Creed Shadow, which just got delayed again. But if you know GTA is coming out, or if you know the Avengers is coming out, isn't it a smart move to move your game or movie? That I just think that's a smart idea. I just want to quick like, what do you guys think about that? If a big game or something's out and it's like, oh, you're scared to go against that game or movie, isn't that the smart play business reason to do, just to move it out of that window? What would y'all
Yeah,
say to that?
I would say it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. And that's why I say maybe Nintendo should be doing it over the summer because the iPhone always comes out around September timeframe, and so it's like this electronic is gonna
Mm-hmm.
be and everybody loves their iPhones. It's kind of culty, but it's again it doesn't even have to be another console. Like it just there's only so much money people can spend,
I don't know.
right?
And
I'm due for a new phone. I don't. It's like, do I pick a new phone or do I pick another console? And
You
I,
better get
I like
those
both.
promotions from them. You know they be doing them promotions on the phones all the time.
I know, I know,
I got this phone. I got this for free.
I know. I got this for like five
Like
dollars
what's
a
free?
month, but like I don't know, like I just don't like it. So maybe I'll
I
just get
mean, let
one.
me change that since he did the air quotes. This was free with my trade in.
Yeah,
This is free with my trade in. I didn't have to pay any money out of pocket.
right.
So I mean, um, so
straight
anyways, my
marketing.
next. Well, that's actually something I was gonna tell you. Because they unveiling them on Wednesday, but I'll tell you later. They were unveiling them on Wednesday, and they giving people an extra $1,000 for your trade in.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
With the Galaxy to get the new Galaxy. But so this article here, a couple of leakers or insiders, as you would call them, is saying Xbox is already treating PlayStation users to a couple of day one first party games releases in 2025. Games such as Halo could be on PlayStation.
well,
As well as Gears of War. A tear about to shed through my eye right now, man. As well as Gears of War. So how do you guys feel about Xbox? Xbox is, we've talked about it before, but they're going the thing where you can play Xbox on this, and Xbox, they're saying Xbox is everywhere, just on your smart TV, on your tablet, on your phone. They're trying to forget about the box a little bit and putting all their game. They think all their games they're going to try to put on multiple consoles because the report said they're gonna try to put it on the Switch 2 as well, so you can put like Halo on the Switch 2.
Hmm.
So that's something because they got cloud gaming. If you don't know, Carolina, they like cloud gaming where you can
Uh-huh.
stream whatever games you got on your console. You can stream through the cloud and play them on the
Oh,
plane or whatever like that.
that's Game Pass, right? No.
That's not Game Pass. This something totally different. Just through the cloud. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So how you guys feel about the major franchises, or feel about them in general? Just going with, or are we gonna put our games on everything because everybody should be able to play everything?
I feel like that's their way of saying, "Hey, we're struggling a little bit, so let's put in all other platforms so you'll buy our games." I don't know. Like I like that's like saying like, should we put Mario on the PlayStation? And my thing is like, no, like Mario should still stick to
Yeah,
Nintendo.
they ain't gonna
I don't
never do
know.
that
Like,
either. They ain't gonna never do that.
right? I don't know. It's
Well, that's their thing. They're kind of saying that like God of War should be on the Switch and Pokemon should be on the Xbox and Halo should Master Chief should be on the PlayStation. They're saying like everything should be on everything.
I
Microsoft
just
saying
Why?
that.
Yeah, they kind of saying like why limit gamers? Why put us in this box? Why not let us all play where we want to play who we want with who we want to play with and leave it. That's what they're saying.
I mean, I feel like it's a good thing that they do this. I mean, it does feel weird. Maybe it's just you just get so stuck in the ways of it from gaming for so long. But it is true. Why limit people, right? Let people play whatever game they want to play on whatever console. But then I just don't see what the point of having the different consoles is at that point.
Fine.
Right. Right.
That's what I've been saying for episodes. Why
Yeah,
would you? It don't make sense. Then we all might as well just get a PC
I was gonna say,
at that
I
point.
mean, I'm already there.
isn't that what makes the like Gears and your God of War appealing? It's because of the exclusivity. Sorry, maybe the Xbox appealing is because the exclusivity of those games. So like, I don't know,
I mean,
like
Xbox,
yeah,
I
to your
get
point.
it. I don't mean to cut you off. I'm sorry.
No, go ahead, go ahead.
Xbox, I get it because they're. I mean, I there was a time when their exclusive mattered because there was obviously a time when Halo was like one of the biggest games, Gears was one of the biggest games. But nowadays, I mean, do they even still have any exclusives anymore? Like, and if they
That's what I'm
do, is
saying. I
it
think they're
anything that anyone
struggling.
cares about? Like Xbox, as far as games, I don't think they ever. I think they're like, as far as like you said, the exclusives, they don't really have it like that no more. Nobody really playing Halo like that. We had a whole segment about that in the past. I mean, Gears is still a thing. It certainly is, and we'll see how this new game does when it comes out. But I feel like Gears has kind of died down over the years, also compared to what it used
Mhm.
to be. So, I mean, I see why they're doing it. I mean, they've been kind of gradually getting there anyway because they put everything on PC. Like, there's nothing that you just get on the Xbox anymore. You can always
See,
play on PC.
when I hear the word PC, I know we talked about this last time, or we maybe didn't talk about this in person. But when I hear the words PC, I think about computer. And when I think about a computer, I think about pushing this power button right here, and the first thing it says is Microsoft Windows. So they own all the stuff. I mean, it's already
Yeah,
theirs anyway. So I mean, that like when they put it on PC, that's not bothering me. The bothering part
yeah,
is
man, it
them.
doesn't bother me either. But they weren't, before it was like you had to have an Xbox.
Yeah, yeah. And like PlayStation's putting stuff on PC. Nintendo probably will never put stuff on
Yeah, even God
PC.
of War, Stellar Blade is coming to PC a little bit later, in like a couple months or so.
Yeah, I just
Um,
don't. I guess I don't see like what
Spider
you
Man.
said.
So yeah, I mean,
Why?
at the end of the day, it's gonna be no point in not having to just get you a PC and can call it a day.
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Why even do it for any of them? And they just don't. And I mean, they could. Caroline, I don't know if you know, but they just recently brought Bethesda and Activision, so they got like Call of Duty. They could make Call of Duty exclusive, the highest selling game every year, but they said no, they're gonna keep it on everything. So they could have made it exclusive, and that's what I would have did. I would have made it exclusive and say, you if you want to play your favorite Call of Duty, come buy Xbox. I bet you people would have started buying Xboxes.
Yeah,
It sounds like it's like a business decision or a business ploy or marketing ploy, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
And maybe it's just kind of like you were saying, maybe it's something that we're going to see long term. Maybe they're phasing out the Xbox. That's why they're putting it in everything and anything. And maybe this is their way of trying to still make money off of these games or make more money off of these games. Again, I don't know. I know the popularity of Halo has died out, but I don't think Gears has died out. I don't think God of War has died out. I don't know what else is Xbox exclusive, but maybe they're trying
Yeah,
to phase
they.
out the Xbox because I when's the next Xbox coming out?
Yeah, who know? Who know? People have said for years they think it's going to just turn to not Xbox gaming but Microsoft gaming. So
Yeah,
like
Hmm.
they kind of going away from that, and I mean that could be it. It is what it is. I mean, I don't know. It's I just don't like it. Like God of War being on there, that doesn't bother me. And I sounded like I'm pro like the corporations. I'm not. I'm with us. But like having to buy a PlayStation to play God of War, I think that's how it should be. You want to play a Pokemon Mario, you got to get a Switch. I mean, that's just it. It is what it is. It's always been that way. But I digress. It is what it
I
is.
mean, it's what makes sense, at least in my head,
Yeah,
because I truly don't see the point anymore if you just put everything on
on
everything. Then
everything.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
and who would make
yeah,
that? Who would make that platform? Or maybe it's just all everything's going to be on PC, right?
No,
Maybe.
eventually.
that's what I told you guys last time when I made the car analogy. If it's the supercar and whatever a Toyota and they cost the same and they got this or they cost $20,000 difference, but they have the same stuff, I might as well just get the cheaper one.
Yeah.
It don't make any sense, you know.
Right.
But that's stupid. So that's gonna bring us to our last segment, the last duel.
No.
You guys been on a roll, so
That's only two of us now.
it is what it is, man.
It's like
Eli
one
was
and a
talking
half
that
of us.
smack. Oh,
'Cause I'm like half a person.
let's kick it off, man.
Oh,
Hey, last duel. You guys been on a great roll with y'all 1.5 self, as he just said. So I'm gonna let y'all pop off, man. I'm gonna let y'all pop off. It's good. It's a good one today.
That's a
oh
good one.
boy.
That's like a hard one, but it's a good one.
Let me apologize beforehand.
That's all you got.
It's all good. All right, I think it's all it usually works pretty well when we start off with the year.
Yep.
Um, let's see. I feel I kind of want to go backwards because the
Hmm.
last few games have been kind of more recent games, and we've been able to get them.
Hmm.
So I feel like maybe this one might not be so recent.
Okay.
Um, let me see. So is this game did it release in the 90s, like 1990 to 1999?
Yes.
Oh, there you
Okay,
go.
okay.
That can narrows it down a lot.
Okay, so we got the 90s.
Was this exclusive to a console?
Yes. Oh, there's never any exclusive. You never picked anything.
I mean, they're just statistically way less exclusive games, you know.
Especially with
So
the
it's,
new stuff.
Maybe it's a
yeah,
Nintendo game because we've been talking about Nintendo the whole time. Maybe.
yeah, that would fit the theme. Is it a Nintendo game?
Yes.
Okay, but it's a Nintendo game from the 90s, so that's a lot of. It could be a lot of different things.
Hey, my knowledge go back way back. So just
All right.
Jeez.
Okay.
I mean, they on a roll right now. The streak might keep going.
Yeah, the questions have kind of been getting us there so far. We've been hitting. We've
Was
been
it on a
hitting.
portable console?
No.
Okay. So it's either
All
Nintendo
right.
64, Super Nintendo, Nintendo. Nintendo was
Yeah.
1990. No, Nintendo was 1990s. 1980s?
Uh,
You
that's what I
talking about
mean.
NES?
Yeah, like the NES, sorry. The NES is like 1980s, I think.
Yeah,
And
the
then Super
NES
Nintendo's like
is pretty old.
1991.
So then I have to think back to some whole other stuff to connect the dots with. Um. Okay, so it's a Nintendo game.
Nintendo. A genre. Maybe it's Mario Kart.
It could
We
be
need a
that.
genre.
Um, is this a platforming game?
No, that is five.
Okay, so it's not Mario. Like, well, at least not regular. Your regular Mario. Um,
Can you play a multiplayer in it?
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay, so it's not your Zeldas or your Metroids or your platforming Mario.
maybe I should just ask. Is it a Mario game? Then that would have also included. Well,
Could-
a lot of questions. I feel like we did pretty good. So, is this a racing game?
Um, no.
No. Okay. So not Mario Kart or Mario or Sonic
or F
or
Zero.
whatever
Uh,
or
but
whatever other. Yeah. What else did Nintendo
yes,
have?
I'm gonna
Multiplayer.
say this. Ooh, I don't. I'm gonna say
Is this for the
yes.
racing question?
Yeah, I'm gonna say
Okay,
yes. Yeah,
I
I'm gonna
say
say yes.
yes. So that means there's racing. I don't want to say elements to it, but it wasn't.
Nah, like like is the objective to come in first place in the like that's what I would
Yes,
say is a racing
yes,
game. Okay,
yes,
all
yes,
right.
yes.
The objective is to come in first place.
So it's for sure a racing game then. But
But it's
a
not Mario
weird,
Kart. You would
maybe
have
like
said
a
yes right
weird type
away.
of racing game. Because I mean, it's not something about it caused the second guess there, right?
Yeah, because so that
So it ain't your standard racing game per se, or at least it's something about it that makes it seem like you know not clear cut
right multiplayer
from Nintendo,
from Nintendo. Jesus.
not Mario Kart. Um, so maybe it's not like maybe it's not vehicles, maybe it's like something else.
Mm-hmm. Or maybe you're running. I don't know.
What is the little noise, man? That's just getting me.
Sorry, that's my laundry.
I would not guess that. And it's all good. That's an interesting noise. Um, now I'm like thinking all the Nintendo stuff. So I got the little ocarina going.
My rice cooker sings too, actually. When the rice is ready. Man, we should still narrow it down.
It says multiplayer, right?
Right. Well, and then I guess the goal
Right,
would be
right.
like it's multiplayer.
Hmm.
The goal is to be first place
From the '90s.
from the 90s.
See, I'm not. I really need to sit down and study the years, man, at some point because I don't
I'm
like. I can't even tell
just
you
trying to
like. Yeah, I guess Nintendo 64, SNES. I feel like NES is a little before that, but I mean, there
okay.
was probably games that came out. I don't know.
So the main character or main characters in the game, are they like human characters? Like humanoid
Yes.
characters? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So nothing, no animals, so it's not Yoshi.
Right, right, right.
Right. Or anything like that. I'm trying to think.
How many questions is that?
I
That
like 10.
is no, that's eight.
Oh, okay.
8. Okay, okay. So still got a good amount. I feel like we did pretty good with what we got so far.
Mm.
It's just getting down to the specifics now.
Was it a highly acclaimed game?
I'm gonna say no
Okay.
in my estimation.
Hmm. Um.
The streak. Can I keep this streak alive?
You doing us dirty. You doing us
I'm just
dirty.
trying to figure out a questions.
Putting it on our backs like this.
I ain't tell y'all two the only two to be showing up. Hey,
They
I
said no
just,
mercy.
yeah,
I
right.
just wonder, like, now I'm just gonna ask, like, is this like car racing? Are you in a car or
no,
some form of vehicle? Okay,
That's fine. Yeah.
that
so no,
is
not cars.
10, 10, 10, 10.
The racing question
Okay,
is actually throwing me off a little bit because I'm sure it's gonna make sense by the like once the game has been revealed.
I got like a bunch of random games in my head that I don't feel like it could be any of those, but maybe it could be.
Do you want to narrow down the console some more? Like if it's Nintendo 64, Super Nintendo?
Yeah, we could do that.
Okay.
Um,
So go ahead.
oh, is it Nintendo 64? Is it on
Yes.
Nintendo 64? Okay,
Okay.
okay, that kind of validates me a little bit because a lot of the games that I was thinking of are on Nintendo 64, but I still don't
Okay.
know. I I feel like it wouldn't be like Wave Race is a game that's in my head right now. There's this other game that I can't remember the name of where you used to like parachute and like skydive and junk, but I can't remember if it was like a race or if it was like a point thing. Can't remember what the name of it was though.
Did we mention the game of the podcast today?
No.
Maybe it's like Tony Hawk, like 1080.
That could see. I don't know if that's. There's probably
The
races
racing?
in it. I know it's a lot of like score, like just doing tricks to get a high score or whatever.
Yeah,
But
but
there's
the goal
probably
is to
some
be
racing in
first.
there too.
There might be like a down, like there's a downhill pipe thing.
Yeah,
Could be
that
Tony
could be a
Hawk.
good one.
Yeah, it could be. That's definitely multiplayer, but there are like other ones too, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was highly acclaimed, but I knew a lot of people played it. I don't know if it's
Right.
high,
That is
yeah.
true. If he said it wasn't really like known like that. Um, are you on the water in this game?
No.
Okay, so you're not racing on the water. That I'm just kind of narrowing out some of the things that I'm thinking in my head at this point. So it's not that. Even though Wave Race would be pretty obviously a racing game, it's literally in
I've
the title.
never, I've never actually played Wave Race.
See, that's what I'm saying. People, I mean, I think people know about the game, but it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
like,
played it.
yeah, it's not like a game everybody just, boy, I remember that. I can't remember the name of the other game though. It was like a game where you like skydive and stuff, and you had to like get into the circles, and I can't remember if there was like a racing thing in that or not either.
Oh, what about like was Super Monkey Ball a thing back in the day? Back in
I
2004?
think that start. I don't know for sure, but I think it started with the GameCube.
Oh,
But I don't
okay.
know for sure though. I could be wrong about that. I know I heard about it on the GameCube.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, because you're technically not in a vehicle, you're in a ball, and you're
Yeah, that's
technically
exactly
racing.
true.
I think there's more. Oh
There
man,
definitely has a mode where you race to whoever gets to the end first.
right.
I love me some Super Monkey Ball. Oh, that
I
was a
just
good game.
Maybe that's
I
gonna be
just
in the
think
Switch too. A good Super Monkey Ball game.
Yeah.
I just don't know if that was like started on the. There's probably like the first OG one that I didn't know about that was on something.
Wait, did we ask if it was a Mario game or no?
Um,
Did we?
I just asked if it was a platformer. That's what I asked.
What if it's like Mario Party?
I mean, not technically racing, but all maybe kinda.
There's like racing in the game
There is,
though.
yeah. That could be a thing.
And the goal is to be first.
The goal is to
You
be
don't.
first.
You're racing to get as many stars as possible. Let's
If
just
it's
ask.
that, then it would probably be like 1, 2, or 3 because I know 4
Yeah.
was
Sorry,
also
is
on the
it a Mario
GameCube.
game? I want to ask that.
No.
Okay.
Okay, so it's not Mario Party.
Not Mario at all. No, nothing about Mario. Um,
What were the other two games that we mentioned? So it was Tony Hawk, possibly.
Tony Hawk, yeah.
What was the other one? I forgot.
We said Monkey Ball, but I don't think it's that. It
Oh,
could. I
Monkey
mean,
Ball.
it. I have no definitive way to rule it out. So I guess I shouldn't say it's not that.
You can rule out Tony Hawk.
We could, but was that exclusive though? You know, that was because it
Oh,
is an
I actually
exclusive
don't
this
know.
time. I kind
Was
of
that
forgot
the
about that for a second. It
was
is
it
an
exclusive?
exclusive this time.
Yeah, for this part,
Tony
for
Hawk.
1080, yeah, I thought it was exclusive. Pretty sure it was.
I was on the Nintendo 60. We know it's on the Nintendo 64 also.
Right. That was on
So,
Nintendo 64.
so it has to be on that then. If it's an exclusive and it's on that, then it has to be on that. I
How
wonder
many
if it's
questions you
like
got?
Right now, y'all at 14.
All right. Does it involve a skateboard?
No.
All right. Not Tony Hawk. I had to.
okay.
Otherwise,
So
I
it's
was
not
gonna
a
be
car. It's not a skateboard. It's not on the water. So you got to be like flying or something. What else could you be doing? Flying.
trying to get first place.
We talked about Diddy Kong on the podcast, so it couldn't be that. But that's something
No.
that comes to mind when I think of flying and stuff.
Ain't my boy Conquer on Diddy Kong Racing? He is
He
on
is.
there.
He was on there, yeah.
My
He is on
dog.
there.
My
Hey.
favorite. I liked Conquer.
Oh man, you ain't that con. We talked about that last time. That Conquer's bad fur day.
I got that jump
You ever
for.
played
I
that?
got that now.
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
I did like him in Diddy Kong Racing though.
Yeah, that game is wild, and it's not cheap either. If you do find it somewhere, it is not cheap.
Come on, y'all got questions? Y'all got questions?
I
All right,
just
I'm just gonna
go
throw out
ahead.
these little questions that come to my head because
You
do you
should.
fly? Is it like do you fly? Are you in the air flying?
No.
I don't know what the heck you doing then.
trying
I don't know.
to get first place. We're trying to
You
get
ain't
first place.
flying, you ain't swimming, you ain't
Racing.
driving, so it must be on foot then.
Racing to get first place.
Yeah, so like maybe I shouldn't get too stuck on when we say race, right?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not your like you know even with Mario Party, it's not like your traditional race. It could be just.
That's what I was thinking. Like it's.
Yeah.
That's why I think he was That's why
Because
he
I mean,
thought.
you ain't flying, you ain't driving, you ain't swimming.
It's gonna be some type of competitive game where like there's 4 players, and you need to be first. I don't know. It's not a fighting game.
On Nintendo 64, I think back to the bag of games that I played when I was a kid. And I don't think there was. I mean, there was a couple racing games in there, but it's not. It can't be any of them.
And it can't be Actually, it can't be Super Monkey Ball because he did say it was like human characters.
Oh yeah, he did say it was human. That's right.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can't be that.
Shit. What would it be then?
Yeah, now I'm a little lost. I ain't gonna lie. I have to think in a different direction.
I was kind of thinking Smash Brothers because there's but it's not. You're trying to be first place, but it's more of a fighting game than a racing game. But he never really said it was a racing game. It's just that the goal was to be first place, just to get first place.
Well, he said He said if it was a racing, I say yeah.
Oh, it's okay. Okay, it is racing.
Cause everybody's supersonic racing. Can't be that because they was in cars or carts. I mean, is that different?
No.
That's Sonic X, or not Sonic X, but Sonic R.
It's a hedgehog.
Sonic R. That wasn't even Nintendo 64 either.
Come on, y'all got
What the hell's
questions?
racing?
Bro.
What the hell's racing? It's not F-Zero.
No, I think people know about.
I forgot how we rolled out F-Zero. I just know we rolled it out.
I mean, well, technically, I guess those are not. I mean, they're kind of cars. I did ask if you're driving a car for whatever that's.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, that's a car.
Oh boy, this man pulled out the hard one. Should have saved it, man.
I got way more hard ones. Hey, it's all good.
And, hey, you know that's all right, man. We got.
I believe
brain power.
Man, no, I just don't know what to ask.
D-Lo.
I mean, y'all give up. I mean, we can stop it here, y'all. For y'all.
I don't like giving up.
No. It's just like what question to ask. I'm trying to figure out which
That's what
direction
it
to
is.
go
It's
in
like
now,
I don't
right?
know what question to ask either.
I like exhausted all of my ideas in my head, and now I'm like having to come up with a whole new theory.
Nintendo 64 racing game.
Not
That's not Mario. That has humans
It's
in
not
it.
that well known in general.
Yeah.
Not in the car,
It has
not in the
humans in
boat,
it.
not in the plane. Yeah, all the racing I think of is
Or in a
got
skateboard.
cars. No skateboards either.
Should we ask if it's like a sports game? No.
I mean,
Let-
that could
Limit.
specify if it's like the type of race that we think it is. I mean, racing is a sport, right?
Yeah.
Versus if it was if we're thinking about it in an alternative route.
Like
I mean,
running.
I think we should just do it. At this point, we should just ask whatever we can come up with.
Yeah. Is it a
So,
sport? Yeah. Is it considered a sports game?
I'm gonna say yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna say
I don't know if I helped.
no, bro, listen, man. What kind of
Oh
sport is
man.
you racing and you ain't driving? Or, they
You're
jogging,
running.
man. I'm telling you, they on foot,
You're
man.
not flying either.
Not flying, not skating.
I mean, your
Maybe it's
traditional
a bike.
races is on foot. I mean, see.
Maybe it's a bike. I don't know.
It's Paperboy again.
Ah, my
That would be
beloved
funny.
paper boy. I love that.
Doo-doo-doo.
It's on y'all, man. Like I said, if y'all don't got nothing, I just reveal it.
I mean, at least, hey, how many? We got what? A few questions left, right?
We
At
got for
least
like
use them.
four or three more questions.
I just started asking.
Go ahead. Go
Is
keep
it on a
asking.
bike? Do you ride a bike?
No.
Okay.
Are you on foot?
No.
You know what, man? Maybe I do give up, man. It's crazy.
How
What
many
the
more
hell are
questions we
you?
got? One. Okay, one.
And a guess after that.
I
Oh
got
man.
no clue. I have
Oh
no
shit.
idea. I gotta hear this. It's a
We got one
sport.
more question. We got one more. Go ahead.
It's a sport, and you ain't doing none of those things. Oh boy.
It's a sports game. Soccer? No, you're
One,
on foot.
one question and a guess, man.
It's not tennis.
Y'all
It's not
far
Mario
off,
Tennis.
man.
Oh, no, it's not
It's,
Mario. You're
it's,
so far.
I am very stumped. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, we need to ask one more question and then take a guess.
Oh boy.
It's not a Mario game, right? So it can't be a Mario game. Damn. I don't
Okay.
know Mario games.
Is this is it a team game?
no.
Or is no. So
No.
I guess if it's a race, I don't know.
Y'all got to guess, man. Y'all, I mean, throw a Hail Mary. Y'all done did it before.
I
I
have
wish
no
I could
idea.
remember the name of that game, bro. I want to just look up the
The
name
parachute
so I can
game?
just say it. Yeah, but I guess
There's
it
no
can't.
flying anyways.
Yeah. So I don't know.
We're so okay.
Y'all give up.
Shit. I ain't even really got a good Hail Mary. I could say something.
I don't
I
either.
could just say something.
Go ahead. Just a game that we haven't mentioned before.
It's on the Nintendo 64. Man, I'm about to look up the name of this game, man. Just so I can say it. This ain't cheating, man. I can't remember what the name is.
Shit.
Come on, I'm just looking at the name, man.
Oh man. Okay.
Oh,
This guy.
Pilot Wing 64.
Oh, that's the whole
Sure, that's
pilot
our
wing.
guess. That's our guess.
Pilot wing 64.
I know,
Yes,
BK. Yeah, that's a guess.
Are you
that's the best.
sure?
No, we're not sure at
I'm
all.
not sure, but I can't think of nothing better.
I'm lost.
That is incorrect. Incorrect.
Damn, I knew
Incorrect.
it was
So
incorrect.
here's the soliloquy that goes with it. I was outside shoveling snow, and then I was hanging with my friends the other day. We talked about this as one of our favorite N64 games we used to play with each other. I don't know if any of you guys played this. It doesn't
Okay.
sound like it, but hold on. Let me just get the present ready. Share screen, share it. I want it to coincide with one another. Snowboard Kids
Part of
2.
me thought about snowboarding, but I don't have no idea what this game is, so I would have never
Yeah.
thought of this. But I
Yeah,
did
nice
think of
little
snowboarding,
fun.
You know
This
what? We
was
were close to Tony Hawk.
kinda.
and
I've never
I
seen
didn't
this game.
I didn't know, like you said, is it I mean, it's technically snowboarding, so I don't
Yeah.
racing, snowboard, whatever,
It's racing.
Yeah,
you
It's
I
know,
mean
racing.
it is racing. Yeah, you
That's
racing down the
racing.
hill or whatever.
because they got the trick mode too. So this like he
Oh,
doing the
okay,
trick mode
okay.
right now.
Yeah, it
So
was like that with Tony Hawk too when he went downhill. That's why I was thinking Tony
Yeah,
Hawk,
this
but there's the
I
skateboards.
would have never come up with this because I never even heard of this game. I ain't
I've
gonna
heard
lie.
of this game. I've definitely heard of
This
this
is
you
game,
never
but
heard
this
of
is the
Snowboard
first
Kids too?
this is the first time I ever seen this. I ain't gonna lie.
Man, this what we used to. This is one of the games we used to play when I was growing up.
I've heard of it, but I've never played it.
I never
It's
even
fun,
heard of it. See, I was
especially
thinking
back
about
then.
like, even though I don't think this is a Nintendo 64 game, but SSX Tricky popped into my head at one point.
Well, that was one of my choices. That was one of my, but I
I
went
know
with
there was
this.
that's where I thought about the snowboarding,
That
but
one I
then
never heard of. I heard of Snowboard
that
Kids. I
was on
haven't
like
heard of that one.
PlayStation.
You never
Yeah,
heard of SSS Tricky?
No.
Wow.
that
Okay.
was
All
that.
But I
right.
heard of Snowboard Kids. I heard of Snowboard Kids.
Wow. Okay. Okay. All right. You sure you ain't never heard of SSX?
Maybe? I don't know.
That's a very popular game.
Maybe.
Hmm. All right, guys. For another episode of the Gaming Aisle, it's me, Andre, for BJ and Caroline. We'll see you next time.
Take it easy.
Bye.